Hi Taurus, welcome back. This is going to be your weekend reading for the 20th to the 22nd of September. I made these candles so long ago and I've been storing them for I think 2 years. I'm going to use them before I have to open up the new coconut oil. All right, spirit guides, friends, what do we have, please, for Taurus for the weekend? Ooh, this is a big chunk. I don't know if I want this much. Okay, please get a reading for love and romance or general, whatever. I'll read it both ways for Taurus, unless it really is going one way. And love reading will be first, the spirit messages will be after. There I go with getting soot on my fingers again. Okay. I feel like using this deck. You know what? I just saw this picture. Let's use it. This is the Book of Shadows. I like that fall vibe with the Fool card. Let's see, spirit guides, what do we have for Taurus, for the Taurus women? What do we have for the Taurus women this weekend, the 20th to the 22nd, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? What does Taurus, the Taurus woman, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to know in love and romance? I'm asking for Taurus women, but honestly, for whoever wants to watch, whatever the messages that come out, it could apply to you, it could not. Doesn't matter what I ask for. Like, spirit will generally, comply. But sometimes if a message needs to come out, they will interfere with another sign's reading. Let's just see. Almost. Do I want to take this? This is quite a lot. Okay, let's try this again. Spirit, what do we have for Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend? September 20th to the 22nd in love and romance. What do we have? What do we have, please? Thank you. 5 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so love-wise, here's the 5 of Pentacles. This is feeling like she looks like she's lost, right? Like she doesn't know where she's going, which way is out. She's not sure. These 2 little elves are magical spirit guides, and they're pointing her in the direction going that way, go that way, and she's not quite sure where she's supposed to be going. And the same cards on the bottom again. And 8 of Pentacles is being... I can't answer that right now. 8 of Pentacles, hold on. Sorry about that. 5 of Pentacles is showing that in love, somebody who's been iced out or feeling left out in the cold. Now, 8 of Pentacles is wanting to work things out. Okay, so something where this person looks like they left and that now they're kind of lost, like they walked away from something. And 5 of Pentacles is the card for Taurus. It's the Taurus energy. Also, I want to say 5 of Pentacles, depending on how you see it, right? It's not always a bad thing, especially if, let's say, you are someone who has a situation where you're really controlled and you don't want to be controlled anymore, because that regular 5 of Pentacles, it shows a church. And sometimes you'll see the 2 people outside who are ill or sickly or, destitute. It shows them looking happily at the snowflakes that are falling, like in wonder, like it's a sense of freedom, okay? A freedom. Like they've never seen snow before, like they've never been out before, where even though they're cold and they're outside of the church, they kind of want to be outside of that traditional kind of institution, because that institution has lots of strings attached. Now it depends, right? It could be a faith situation, lack of faith situation, or having faith in yourself and going your own way situation. Also, Eight of Pentacles is throwing yourself into work, hard work, trying to work something out. So this could be a relationship where you feel like you don't have faith in it. It's a fast love situation, easy come, easy go. And Eight of Pentacles is trying to work something out that you took lightly. In life, it could be going your own way against the norm, against your family, against your traditional values, doing something non-traditional, something that is going to maybe cause some, friction or issues with others. But you're not hurting anybody. The Eight of Pentacles is showing that, this person is just doing what they enjoy, what inspires them, what lights them up, what makes them happy, and throwing themselves into work. Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom underneath that. Could be Virgo energy or Earth energy, someone who is trying to build their kingdom. Anything else, Spirit? What else do we have? The World. See how she's lit up and everybody else is in darkness? And especially when you look at buy now, sale, and these like lights that are on, these neon lights, it's showing that, maybe going with the thing of going against the mainstream, going against what is expected of you, right? And what is expected of you is this kind of energy all surrounding her, which is, consumerism, materialism, trying to maintain or compete or one up others, or this very fake life. And she's lit up like she's the sun here, right? Because she's got something that lights her up. She's doing something that she's passionate about. She's passionate about. On the bottom we have Three of Swords, and it says, what does this say? What the hell does it say? It doesn't say, just some smudgy kind of words. Okay, so there's a letter, and there's keys, and there's a moving truck, like somebody has left them. Okay, so somebody might have left with the Three of Swords. There's some kind of loss here, definitely, because see, Ten of Swords, and she burned that shit. She's the Phoenix now. Why? Queen of Swords, independence. This is somebody who has been either broken up with, or they broke up with someone, and they are throwing themselves into work, self-love, doing their own thing, doing what inspires them. I feel like it's you going against what was expected of you, okay? For some of you, maybe you were expected to be with somebody and you didn't want to be with that person. Your families liked it, it was very traditional, whatever, and you didn't want to go that way. Maybe you were expected to get married and look for somebody, or you didn't want to go that way. You want to focus on career or what you want to do. Whatever it is, there is this sense that people around you are not happy with this choice, right? And it's going to cause some situation where there's a loss. But you are guided. And that Five of Pentacles, if you're somebody who is constantly controlled or told, what's expected of you, and you feel like you're living for someone else, right? This is doing your own thing. And even if it's the more difficult path, not the non-traditional route, it's doing something that lights you up, that's authentic to you, that makes you happy. And there's the Phoenix rising from the ashes. After the shit hits the fan with Ten of Swords, where everybody has an opinion and wants to shit on you, this is, burning that. Whatever is left from your ex, whatever is left from, people's expectations, this is, if it's a breakup, burning all their shit, getting rid of it, being done with it. And the spirit guides are cheering. This is the Phoenix rising from the ashes, because it's saying this is rock bottom. Now you go up from here, right? Because being in that toxic energy of never being happy and living for other people or doing what's expected of you and it doesn't make you happy, it's something that's been a long time coming with Ten of Swords that you wanted to break free from. So let's see what else there is. Even Five of Pentacles in love, it can also be somebody who wants to have fun. Like you have the weekend off and you like to go to the bar and, you know, hang out and be a little flirty, dress cute, have fun. Maybe you'll meet somebody, maybe you won't, maybe you'll date them for a little bit, maybe you won't. It's not your focus. Your focus is on work, like your craft, what you want to do, your business, your project, your career, your vision, something that you want to create, something that inspires you. So it could be for some of you, you're more focused on work, career, or your dream. And Five of Pentacles in love is showing that you're not that invested in relationships. You're kind of just, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, I could go that way, I could go this way, and Spirit's going this way, you know, and trying to guide you. And it's kind of this feeling of, just like she's dressed warmly, she's got her little stick there, she's gonna find her way. At the time though, she's just not sure what she wants, not sure which way to go in love and romance, because look how she's so lost here, but so focused on the work. So happy where she's smiling. In love, she's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to be with somebody? I don't get it. Like, I don't really feel it. Like, what is this? Which way do I go? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? For the Taurus woman this weekend, what is going on with Taurus this weekend? Yeah, so for a lot of you, it looks like maybe just having fun. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles, just having fun. I know it doesn't look fun, but Five of Pentacles is fun. Six of Swords, leaving a toxic situation. Exactly. Do you see how the darkness here, and it's all like shit energy? And she's going and she's being led, she's being guided into the sunlight where there's grass and there's freedom, and she's outside. It's wonderful. Five of Swords, see? Somebody needs to win, right? There's this situation here where it's toxic. You're moving away from this. I feel like they're trying to drag you back. The Hanged Man is here. They're doing, you know, she's doing some yoga pose, whatever, and she's chilling out because it's like, yeah, there's nothing I can do right now. It's kind of, you know, I'm stuck in the situation. It's not ideal. I'm not happy here, but I'm going to, you know, just kind of peacefully bear it, because at this time, this is what I can do, and I can accept my circumstances with, you know, the best outlook or positive way of thinking that I can. And she's being very peaceful, chill, spiritual about this situation where she's sacrificing possibly her happiness for others temporarily. It's just like a stuck energy a little bit, like waiting for the right time to make a move. And it's something where she's happy, she's content, because she knows now what she wants to do. It's just a matter of time. We've got the Four of Swords. We've got the 4, 5, and 6 of Swords. All air energy, thinking and communication and talk. A lot of people talking. 4 of Swords is taking a break. Look at Hanged Man too. It's like chilling out and going, okay, I can't do anything, so I'm not going to, you know, put myself under undue pressure, whatever. Unnecessary pressure. 6 of Swords is leaving a toxic situation. Already wanted to, and it's in the works. That's why there's 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords is showing there's some situation where people are being pitted against each other, like divide and conquer, or there's shit talking, scandal, gossip, slander. It's winning at all costs. You see one person is so happy that they won and the other two are not so happy about it. In love, it could be cheating, lying, I don't know, but this doesn't feel like this is a romantic situation. This feels like it's wanting to break away from something that you didn't want to be a part of, this kabuki. You don't want to be in this. You don't give a shit. You want to get yourself out, and that's why you're at peace. She's chilling, right? Again, throwing themselves into work. I know that sounds boring, but I feel like the only card here that I see that could be love related is the 3 of Swords. which is a heartbreak, loss, disappointment. And the World speaks to also completion, travel, long distance, things like that. So there could be something that ended that could have made you sad, or it could be some, something else. Doesn't necessarily have to be about romance. It could be feeling some kind of loss with other people who are close to you, or disappointment, hurt. Anything else? Spirit, what's up? Anything else for the weekend besides work and sadness? 1, Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. 8 of Swords, fear. This is showing somebody who's overwhelmed. They're trying to learn something and they're scared. They're full of anxiety. And there's so many different guides here. They're all trying to say different things. And she's just like, she's overwhelmed. 8 of Swords, it's fear. It's like somebody started something new. I feel like, and this is like astrology, tarot, and things like that. Let me see this close up. Wicca is showing this feminine who's trying to learn, like, beef up on Wiccan knowledge or witch knowledge. I don't know. Ace of Pentacles is showing something new, that they've taken up some new hobby, learning something new, and they're overwhelmed and scared. I mean, unless it's something that really inspires you, I wouldn't bother. I don't know, whatever. Anything else? Uh-oh, 9 of Swords. Be careful. Knight of Pentacles. See, as I was saying, I wouldn't bother. 9 of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. King of Swords. This is showing you've invited something in. For some reason, this deck wanted to be used. I saw the nice Fool card with the, autumn vibes, and I picked it. But this is showing somebody, okay, now we're going to go somewhere else because I have to take it there, because this is not a good idea. This is for somebody who's trying to do something new. 5 of Pentacles is a lack of faith, okay? So traditionally in the tarot, they will show a church and two people outside of the church, indicating some lack in health, meaning indicating illness, or lack of finances, or lack of faith. Now, I was reading for general and love, okay? Now, I see we're going a spiritual route here. 5 of Pentacles is somebody who doesn't know which way to go because they don't have faith. The 5 of Pentacles is a lack of faith. So if you don't have faith and you don't have the protection that you need to be doing things like this, then I do not recommend that you do this. This is somebody who's trying to learn tarot. They're trying to learn tarot or Wiccan stuff or magic, and they don't know where to start. They don't know how to protect themselves. They don't quite know, what the different energies do or mean and how that's going to impact your life. And it's for work, right? The 5 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. You're trying to learn this for a career or for a job. And what it's showing is, right, you might have been through something. Maybe you've gone through a breakup or something and you're looking for an extra income, something that looks like it's cozy and comfortable and fun to do, right? Nothing is free. It's not easy, especially in the beginning. It gets easier later, but people go nuts with this stuff. And I'm not trying to deter anybody. I'm just saying literally people go crazy when they try stuff like this because they're inviting all kinds of energies in. You have to be able to handle energies from the spirit realm. You have to be able to handle energy from people and their spirit guides. You have to be able to have that capacity. You have to be able to discern what's yours, what's theirs, what's right, what's wrong, know what you stand for so that you don't fall for stuff, and be able to bounce back when you have an issue. There's a long process. I picked up my first tarot deck when I was 16. I am well over 16. It's been decades. It might look fun. It is fun. It is fun and it's enjoyable. But I still have situations where I get a deck and there's some fucked up energy that'll like literally try to crash my car or something, okay? And I have to go and return it back, and it's hard to get rid of. I have many spiritual protectors because I come from a lineage of that. I also have an ability to bounce back, and I came to this because out of just wanting to know how to combat this shit, because this was happening to me before I even did any of this. I didn't actively seek it out to try to go, call on spirits and stuff. I was already seeing them. They were already bothering me. They were already trying to communicate before any of this. I was always scared shitless growing up. So this is somebody who's learning tarot or learning Wiccan magic, something like that. They're overwhelmed. It's something new. And now you've invited, with this 8 of Swords, you got the 9 of Swords. Now, if you look close up, right, that's your guides. And they're completely outnumbered and overpowered by these guides, these toxic energies, right? You've got a spider, a vulture. Vulture's not even bad, to be honest. This is an Asian griffin. Love them, right? They take their job. What do vultures do? They're the nature's cleaners. They take that which is rotten, toxic, and terrible, and they transmute it into something that is beneficial for the earth. They save other people from consuming that other beings from consuming that toxic shit, so that, they don't die or plagues don't happen, right? They are like nature's cleaners. In my culture, I'm Tibetan, we call these Asian griffins, we do sky burials, things like that. We call them dakinis, like feminine angels, because we know that they do a very spiritual job. And on top of that, they come through in dreams and in symbolism as dakinis because of the kind of work they do. Even the term auspicious, which is either Latin, Greek, whatever, I don't know. The term auspicious, I think it's from Latin. When I read up on it, it's from Romulus and Remus. When they made Rome, they were trying to decide where to build Rome. And so they waited for the vultures to come, and whoever had more vultures circling above them, that would be the site, because they couldn't agree on where to build. That would be the site where they would build. So even the term auspicious refers to vultures, right? That's a big job, to be able to take that which is filthy and rotten and disgusting, that causes plagues and horrible things to happen where, people and animals and everybody gets sick and die, to be able to transmute that into something where nobody gets hurt. The power that they have, the acid that they have in their belly, to be able to, crunch and munch and change that filth into something clean. This is a big thing. You have to have the capacity. Also, you have all of these energies that you've invited in. She's got no peace, right? This is bad sleep. It's called the nightmare card. Your guides can't even help you. They're outnumbered by these energies. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that you've invited something in. You've done too much. You dabbled in something that you didn't know what you were calling on, or you didn't know what you were doing. That's dangerous. You can't do that with spiritual things. You cannot do that. Anyways. Knight of Pentacles is another one where it's like planting seeds. You see, he's planting seeds, trying to grow something. The Knight of Pentacles is maybe, is trying to, it's for work or something. Like I feel like you're trying to make a good life for yourself, and something that, is a dream. It's a dream to be able to work from home, travel, take some tarot decks with you and think it's great. It's draining. Bad things can happen. You have to be protected. All I can say, I'm not saying don't do it. All I can say is for whoever this is for, you're doing something that you have to backtrack on the energies that you're bringing into your life. And you need to clean house. You need to get rid of it and get it out and do a purification. You need to protect yourself. You need to give it a break. Anything else? You don't the spirit guides, everyone has spirit guides, everybody. To this day, like any tarot reader you see, there's some people who have guides or ancestors are so active. They're a fucking menace. And that's just ancestors. Forget demons and other things. Toxic beings. Anyways. Spirit guides. Here's a suggestion. Okay, whatever faith you belong to, because I see you have a lack of faith, right? So whatever faith you belong to, where you come from, I would repair those broken ties and try to heal that and bring, because that's historically where you're from. That's how your ancestors get down. That's how they vibe. They'll feel that if you're doing that. So you need to have some protection if you're doing this work. Eight of Cups. See, it's saying walking away, it's going to be unfulfilling. Do you see the energy? You got 3 8s. So you got these 3 8s. First card out was clarified with the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, this is fun. I want to do this. It's creative. It's something that I could throw myself into, and it's actually, you know, makes me inspired and excited. Then you get overwhelmed, because that's where the work part comes in, right? It's not just playing with cards. This is where you have to learn. You have to actually apply what you've learned and practice, and then shit's starting to hit the fan with the nightmares and whatnot. And then still trying to stick to it with the 8 of Cups. All the way to 8 of Cups. Still trying to study now, trying to, you know, not go hard on the Wiccan stuff, but now going into like general knowledge, okay, about other things, maybe broadening your horizons of what you're looking at. But 8 of Cups is finding it unfulfilling, right? Finding it unfulfilling. Like, it's exciting at first, then you get overwhelmed and you've allowed things to enter that you shouldn't have. Then 8 of Cups is trying to go and backtrack and make it more general, more spiritual, instead of like specifically this kind of thing of, I feel like saying summoning. And then we got, now this is boring. Like, I don't want to hear about, you know, philosophy and things like that, or I'd rather, you know, have the magic spells in the cauldron. And then it gets unfulfilling and you don't want to do it. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying you have to have some kind of capacity and idea of what you can, or what is right, what feels wrong, what is like toxic, what's not, what's dangerous. King of Wands is on the bottom. This is, why is she on fire? This King of Wands, you see, it's like she's on fire. Like, there's all these kind of men around her. And it's like this voluntary burning yourself, setting yourself on fire. King of Wands is taking action. It's like this is wanting perhaps to create, manifest, have power. That's the worst. That's the worst motivation. Like, I want to make thunder. I want to have power. It always leads you down the wrong path. What else do we have? So this is for whoever needs to hear it. The Taurus female who's dabbling. Definitely not a love reading. Spirit guides, what's the final advice for this Taurus woman? Lovers for sale. And the 7 of Wands. Lovers is love. And 7 of Wands is overcoming obstacles with love. Challenges and obstacles, 7 of Wands. Here you see, right? She's pointing to some kind of graph here for their productivity and it's gone down, right? 7 of Wands. It's saying these challenges and obstacles, you can overcome them. And 7 of Wands comes after a level up, after a raise, after like, you know, having public recognition. So for sale, it's like this couple here is wanting to buy a house. And here the stock goes down. There's some kind of obstacles here. Oh, maybe it's the interest rates going down. Maybe you're from Canada. Okay, for sale, lovers. Maybe you plan on buying a home, okay? Just because I'm looking at the picture. It also speaks to a choice that you need to make, possibly. But maybe you have a new purchase or something that you want to do and you're trying to supplement some extra income, work from home. Lovers and 7 of Wands. It's saying here you can overcome the obstacles you have right now. If things are getting a little bit difficult, you're meeting resistance, and you're with somebody and you're trying to make a life together, it's fine, okay? This is just a warning here. It's a heads up. It looks like it's something you're dabbling in this weekend. You thought it was interesting. The main advice is that if you're worried about finances and you're worried about, you know, your relationship and how you guys are going to make a future or something, you will overcome these obstacles. Just be careful with this stuff. Let's get a song. Spirit, is there a song for the Taurus woman for this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Okay, that's too many. Bringing on the heartbreak. Spirit guides, can we get a song for the Taurus woman? One song, please. Is there a song? I like to get them face up. I did see, though, that was Lizzo, To Be Loved. Is there something, is there a song for the Taurus woman for this weekend? Thank you. I'm going to take only the one on top. Gold Mine. Toxic. Oh, Lord. Gold Mine, Colby, Kayleigh. And Toxic. I'm going to take Toxic. I'm going to take Gold Mine. See, this is that 10 of Cups energy. This is a couple. The whole thing is if I had $1, if I only had $1 and your bright smile, if I only had $1 and your bright smile. Oh, what is the song? Let me look it up. The whole song is about like feeling like a billionaire because of the love that you share with this person. It feels like we're sitting on top of a gold mine, a flame so bright that it won't die in a million years. It'll still be here because our love is a gold mine. So it's a beautiful energy. Gold mine lyrics. If all I had was $1 and your bright smile, I'd have $1 more than I would need to get by because I'm a billionaire if you count every sunrise, waking by your side, and every good night. If all you had was the way that I love you, you'd have more honey than the honeybees in June. I'll keep you laughing, keep you smiling, keep your dreams true. Long as I have you, nothing we can't do. Fly me back to the moon where you took me the very first time that you kissed me, and the sweet starlight of your endless eyes when you lit this fire feels like we're sitting on top of a gold mine, flame so bright that it won't die in a billion years. It'll still be here because our love is a gold mine. Yeah, our love is a gold mine. So this whole song is about like, it's 10 of Cups, okay? Where you guys love each other. You could live in a van down by the river. It doesn't matter because you love each other so much. And that is where we focus on, because this is showing you have love. You could do it if you feel like you could, but you definitely need to backtrack on what you've been looking up. Anything else? What's the outcome? What's the outcome, please? I mean, is there any other song message here for the Taurus woman for the weekend? There we go. What? You should let me love you. Just give me a reason. Goldmine and Toxic were the first one. Now this is You Should Let Me Love You by Mario. that's, you know, this whole thing of, he's saying that the person she's with hurts her. And like, he just doesn't understand why she's with him. And that you should, this is a third party, somebody else who wants to, like, you know, swoop in. And this is somebody else who's been watching, and they think that your person's shady. I'm not going down that road. Okay, so this is where we are at. Let's put these away. Relationships are complicated, and I don't want to try to understand all that. This is Whispers of Love. What do we have? Spirit, what message is there for Taurus for the weekend? Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. So you could just take that straight as it says. Let's get a Journey of Love card. Spirit, can we get a card for Taurus, for the Taurus woman for the weekend? Thank you. The Swan. On the bottom is Rings of Time. This one is page 67. It says, this oracle reaches to you now, indicating that you are held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, of the spirit, and there's endless light bestowed upon you for protection. Your path ahead is assured. Soon you'll be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability in your attainment of the spiritual goals closest to your heart. Excellent. Be with your practice of love through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dance, singing, whatever speaks to your heart, and know you are one with the divine, and it's only a matter of time before you realize it. The poem says, to love from afar, always share our dreams of what will unfold. So the Swan feels like this is some kind of, I feel like that's somebody else who wants to get in. Take it however it resonates. I don't know. I don't know. But here's the good news. It says that you are one with the divine. You're just looking like you're trying to connect. It just looks like you're going down the wrong path. Unless I'm wrong. So let's clarify. Okay, let's clarify this Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords. Let's use a different deck so we can get the full deck. Spirit, what is this Eight of Swords? What is this Eight of Swords? This fear with this Wiccan magic things. What is this Eight of Swords? Can we clarify the Eight of Swords? Thank you. Ace of Cups. Nine of Cups. Ace of Cups is self-love, inner peace. An offer of love. Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Swords is fear. How does fear have to do with this? Ace of Cups. The Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's offering something. Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups. Perhaps it's saying you will be able, because you have the capacity, your cup is full. You will be able to do it if you stick to it. Perhaps it's saying that. Hold on, let's see. Yep, Six of Wands, overcoming. Wheel of Fortune. Yep, this will change. Okay, so it's saying you can do it. You're just barking up the wrong tree for this Eight of Swords this weekend. What's this Nine of Swords, Spirit? What's this Nine of Swords? What's with this Nine of Swords? All these bats and whatnot that's inside the house. What is this Nine of Swords? It's called the Nightmare card. I don't know how it's all switching, but can we clarify the Nine of Swords? Can we clarify the Nine of Swords? There we go. Knight of Swords, the Fool. This is somebody who's mad. Okay, so this is someone who's talking shit and coming in to start a fight. They've been watching you. The Fool card is... I feel like it's like this righteous energy. I feel like this is where somebody thinks that they're emboldened, they're righteous, they think, and they're foolish. This is somebody who's fucking with you, who wants to start a fight. They don't have all the information, because the fool is somebody who could be enlightened in the highest polarity, and in the lower, it's like they're just an idiot. So, and it's got Aries energy too. So with the Knight of Swords, it's like swing first, ask questions later. Somebody who is projecting onto you. You know, like when you hear about somebody who hears gossip, you hear gossip about somebody, and some people will pick up on it and decide they hate that person, or it's a celebrity or something. You hate that celebrity and you've decided it's true, but you don't know shit about their life. You don't know the ins and outs. You don't know anything. Like, you just know bits and pieces of whatever the media has decided to tell you. So it's like projection, because, you know, these people, it's depending on what triggers you. You're the mirror, and they're a mirror, and you're just projecting your shit onto other people. So this is where you don't know them, but you cast judgment, and you want to come in, you know, swinging your sword. You don't really give a shit if it's true or not. To be honest, if we get really real with Dr. Phil, you don't really give a shit if it's true or not. You wanted to fucking cut them down a peg or two, give them a few cuts, possibly to the face, because you just don't like their face or something. Like, it's just something fucking stupid. So this is Knight of Swords and the Fool energy. Some shit who doesn't know anything about you, hears bits and pieces, has decided to cast judgment and come in, you know, giving their 2 cents. Accusatory, insulting, vicious, where you really have no part in this. Like, you're like, what the hell is this? And then they've put you in a position, toxically so, where you are either A, having to divulge all your inner secrets to tell somebody, you know, no, I'm not the bad guy. I didn't do this. This is what happened. This is the context, because context is important. And then they did this, which you don't know about. Like, who the fuck are they to put themselves in a position where you have to tell all your shit, right? So that they don't act like, you know, I call it thumb up your ass while they act like they're Judge Judy. Like, are you fucking serious? It's that. It's some idiot, and they're just choosing not to like you because they just don't like you. Okay? There's no deep, there's something jealous, something like that. Okay? So this is where this is coming from. The anxiety and the fear. It's like something new is starting. And that's why you get 7 of Wands. It's also jealousy. It makes sense now, because 6 of Wands is the level up. It's the achievement. It's being popular, looked up to, couple goals. 7 of Wands is where you have to defend what you have now, because not everybody in the crowd was actually like happy for you, even though they were cheering. So you have some love interest with the Lover's card, okay? I feel like you might have a choice even of more than one person. Because you got the Knight of Pentacles here with this 9 of Swords, right? Somebody who wants to build. I still stand, like with some of you, if we take the cards at face value, you are dabbling in something you shouldn't. Now, that's for some of you. For others, it's anxiety because you're going and striking out on your own with 5 of Pentacles, doing something against what other people want you to do. Makes you happy, right? It could be a relationship that people don't approve of. It could be a fast love type situation in focusing on work. It could be, you know, somebody who's interested in you that you didn't even, you know, do anything. They're interested in you, and it turns into something, an offer of a commitment with the Ace of Pentacles. And it just sparks all this shit, this talk, this slander, this gossip, all that Swords energy over here. Spirit, what's the advice? What's the advice for the Taurus woman? What's the advice for the Taurus woman for the weekend? What is the advice to the Magician? Saying, fuck it, manifest. You have everything. It's saying you have all the tools. Use what you've got. You have everything you need to manifest. In love, in career, everything. Use it. and focus and forget all the noise and distractions. On the bottom, we have, see, again, fear, anxiety, fear. It's what other people will think and, you know, their energy that they throw at you. So there's this fear of that, like you're bracing yourself, the calm before the storm. Because once you start, you know, waving your magician's wand around and creating and manifesting and doing what you can do, people are going to have an opinion about it, even though it's your life. Let's talk about this asshole Knight of Swords. What's the outcome with this Knight of Swords? Can we clarify this Knight of Swords? What do we need to know about this Knight of Swords? What's this Knight of Swords energy? Watch it be something good to thoroughly throw us off. What's this Knight of Swords energy? Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Six of Wands and the Hierophant. I knew it was going to, look, watch it be something good. Four of Swords, healing after heartbreak. You got the heartbreak here, Three of Swords. Four of Swords is healing, maybe taking a vacation or a trip. Why does this message have to be so contrary in every way? Because I must be projecting my shit onto this, okay? Let's break it down. We got the Nine of Swords clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. I took it in the face value of going, you've invited things in because you're trying to build something. You're trying to grow a life, whatever. You're planting seeds here. It's going, and for some of you, I maintain that. That is I never tell people how to do tarot. I break down the cards. They ask sometimes. I won't do it. I'm not responsible for what happens when things go left. That's how I saw it, and that's my memory that got, my sense memory that got triggered by these pictures, these images. Now, if we take it in a different way with the Knight of Pentacles being a romantic offer, like somebody who wants to build. The Knight of Pentacles wants to have, here it's the dream, right? They've got the land, they're growing their vegetables, possibly a farm here, self-sustaining kind of, you know, homesteading. I don't know, like that's, to me, that's the dream, okay? So this Knight of Pentacles wants to build their kingdom, find their queen, and settle down. For some reason, it's bringing a shit show to you with the Nine of Swords. It could be jealousy, and I feel that, right? Because it could be other people who are like, what? You're getting, what? Who is this person? And people are talking. Knight of Swords is showing that they're coming in quickly, wanting to communicate. When I saw these two together, I was like, immediately with this toxic energy thinking, this is an asshole. And I still maintain for some of you, it is. For others, the Fool card, when we look at these two, the Fool card is somebody who has fallen. They let go. They fell in love. Okay? Whatever resistance there was, they're letting themselves go and they're coming in quickly because there is some kind of loss here. Something ended with somebody else. You're throwing yourself into work. You're kind of not, you lost your faith in love and romance with the Five of Pentacles. You're kind of whatever, right? Spirit guides are trying to guide you in a certain direction. Here's this person coming in. Oh, look, Taurus is single. I'm coming in. I have to strike now before, you know, something new comes up and she's busy looking at something else for fucking, you know, 2 months. So then we have the Six of Wands and the Hierophant, card of Taurus. Six of Wands is the success, the level up. Somebody who's well received, looked up to, popular, admired. This is victory. And coming in, wanting to offer a commitment. This is traditional values and faith. Whatever, this is lack of faith and this is faith. They're both cards for Taurus. The Hierophant is a commitment, marriage. This is somebody who's fallen and wants to come in. Here I said, remember the advice from Spirit, it was love. And this couple looks like they want to buy a house together, saying you'll overcome these obstacles. Because 7 comes after 6. See, here comes the news, and then you got this. Because I'm clarifying the cards that came before this. 6 comes before 7. This is the energy where not everybody's cheering, but not everybody's sincere when they're cheering. 7 is where you have to defend what's yours. Because now the jealousy and the haters pop out, right? With people who are coming for your spot, people who don't like it. You can overcome this. That's why it shows a little bit like, the stock's going down a little bit. Having to defend your position, your life, your choices. So we got gold mine, right? It literally is 10 of Cups, this song. I put it on the community channel. It feels like we're sitting on top of a gold mine. Now, that's a big thing to say in love. You should let me love you. See, that's this person coming in. I'm like, what is going on? This is too confusing. You should let me love you, Mario. Somebody's coming in because they're going, Taurus is single now. This is the gold mine. And we got toxic. And what was the other? Just give me a reason was another one. And toxic was another one that was underneath gold mine. You're toxic. See, you broke up with something. You walked away. You cold shouldered, or you got cold. I don't know. Iced out could be mutual. And somebody sees that you're single now, and then they're coming in. That's what it is. Finally, I'm like, please, Spirit, stop being contrary. I can't keep up. What do I want to pull? I want to pull a crystal card, Taurus, for the weekend. Let's see what crystal we have. What crystal is there? Thank you, Spirit Guides, for clearing that up. What crystal is there? Thank you. Look at that. This is the biggest go ahead. Shine, ruby. This is saying, it's time to shine, Shirley. Smile, Shirley. I don't know, whatever. Okay, this is the time to do what you're scared to do. Success. Fuck yeah. That's the big green light. That is the freaking mic drop. That's the huge green light. Ruby from your base chakra to your solar plexus. Okay, confidence, boldness will pay off. Make your move. It's going to be successful. Don't be scared. That's why there's so much fear. Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords. And again, I maintain for some of you, you are trying to do this. Like some of you are trying to, or someone very specific is trying to dip into things that they don't know about, whatever, and they're overwhelmed and they're scared. For others, it is to do with your work where you're meant, or love. It's this, you're going to be in the public eye. You don't want to be. You don't want to be, or, you don't want it to be on blast or something. Like you just want to keep a low profile, but you can't. It's something where you have to stand out and shine. That's why you got Six of Wands too. No hiding. Can't do it. Six of Wands, look. They're literally, being paraded in front of the freaking entire place. That's what's in the cards. Let's pull one Sacred Destiny. Spirit guides, can we get a card here for Taurus, with a Taurus woman for the weekend? It's just, maybe also just, it's saying you're going to do what you love. You're doing something that other people are going to take issue with. Fuck them. Focus on what you have to do, and success will come. Do what you know what you're supposed to do. And there's a love interest coming in. They're like, I need to get Taurus before they, forget about me or move on to someone else. Forgiveness. Oh no. Oh no. Are you serious? Success again. Fuck yeah. Like it. I love it. 2 success cards with Shine Shirley. Okay. Forgiveness. Why am I getting Shine Shirley? Shirley Temple. Forgiveness. Putting on a good face. Needing to be in on camera. Forgiveness. Let's see. Sunset glow. It is human to want to hold on to the past. Our memories, experiences, and relationships, however, there can be times when we are carrying so much of the past that we can't fully see the present. The past doesn't need to equal the future. Just because you had a pattern or a recurring challenge in the past doesn't mean that it needs to recur in the future. The key is to be willing and ready to simply and cleanly let go of the old that the past has on the hold, sorry, that the past has on you. The past is gone and it's okay to let it go. The way to do this is to fully immerse yourself in the here and now. Be super aware of the sights, sounds, smells, textures, and energy of your present. When you do this, the past simply vanishes and the glory of the present emerges. You know what? That's all speaking to the download I got today while I was doing dishes again. It was about soul contracts, burning up soul contracts. Don't make agreements or contracts with spirit when you're happy. You know, these big, wonderful wishes that you are signing away your freedom because you want to be in service. And then you can't come through with it because it's just like, you know, the universe keeps throwing shit at you because you're nature's cleaner with a vulture. You can do good things without having to promise that you're going to do them all the time, right? At a certain standard, because it's hard to live up to and it will wear away at you. Okay, so what was that? What was I saying? The past. It is also, and I have to mention it, I was looking up Vedic astrology channels and it was talking about it being the auspicious occasion of dedicating prayers, gratitude, offerings to your ancestors. Now, what days was it? It goes, let me just look. Because they said that it's a time where it's called Pitra Baksh, and it's saying it's the time where it triggers celestial energies connected to the sun and moon. It's a new start. Plus, there was a lunar eclipse, the partial lunar eclipse, which makes it stronger. And moon enters Pisces, joins, crosses Saturn, plus sun is crossing Virgo, September 16th. And was it? So the lunar eclipse, it equals change, mind impacted heavily when eclipses before an auspicious divine happening, like this ancestral, occasion with the Pitra Baksh, it's saying it triggers past karma. There's remedies needed. It's like the pent up emotions get released. It goes from September 17th to October 2nd. Okay, so I'm just mentioning it because it's like one auspicious holiday after another, plus this full moon, partial lunar eclipse, back to back to back to back, perfect timing, right? So we had the full moon in Pisces, then the partial lunar eclipse same day, then we had the Pitra Baksh occasion that happens, and as soon as that ends on October 2nd, then it's Navratri, which is October 3rd, which is about the goddess Durga, who is the feminine, divine feminine, who conquers this demon. She was actually created to be able to fight him because no regular god could kill this demon, because he had prayed so hard to the creator, Brahma, that he was gifted with this immortality that no god could kill him or something. And so they had to create a new divine goddess to be able to kill him. So the 9 different avatars of this goddess are celebrated on Navratri, which starts on October 3rd. So it's, again, back to back to back auspicious holidays. Now, what was my point in mentioning all of this? What was I looking at? Oh yeah, the sacred landscapes, holding on to the past. So I was watching Sadhguru, and I like how he delivers the info right, easily, straightforward. He was talking about when you feel stuck, like hangman energy, especially with old school, like traditional backgrounds, right? Like you're not raised in the West, or your ancestral history is not in the West. So if you're somebody who comes from a very traditional background, you have all that strong, heavy ancestral karma and conditioning and guides on you, where it feels like you have no freedom, like no free will left. Like as Sadhguru put it, it's like you're a slave. You're born a slave into this kind of mold that you can't break free from because the conditioning is so fucking heavy from your ancestors. And he was talking about, even if you think you're not affected by your ancestors, they did some kind of like experiment on rats or mice or something where they poisoned cherry blossoms. And he goes that even generations later of these mice, they would not go near the cherry blossoms, even though they had been separated, had no knowledge of, had never been poisoned by these cherry blossoms. But the future generations of those mice, they would stay away from cherry blossoms because it's now part of the DNA. Just like when you raise dogs, right? You can breed them to be very good at certain things where it's instinctual, a certain type of hunting dogs or whatever. All of that, it's in your DNA, where it gets like the trauma, whatever. They say it takes 7 generations to get rid of, right? This kind of conditioning. So what's the point? My point is, with this holiday, which was September 17th to October 2nd, it's a way of, as he put it, creating distance with your ancestors. So you give these offerings and you give gratitude and prayers, and you call out their names, you put out their pictures, things like that. You show respect so that they have their own identity and they don't use you like a, human meat suit that they can drive around, right? Where they influence you a lot. It's a way of creating distance between you and your, ancestors that are way too heavy in your energy, where if you feel stuck, like you're a slave almost, right? Like you have no choice. It's just such heavy indoctrination and control that it's saying, if you do these kind of things, especially during this time, and I'll spell it out for you, just for curiosity's sake, it's Pitra, Pitra, and then Paksh, Paksh. So it's saying that it comes with a celestial kind of alignment, where they say that your past ancestors, 3 generations, wherever they are, whatever life they're living, in whatever energy they're in, they come back because they say that the underworld or the veil gets, removed, and they can come for 3 generations back to visit you and see how things are going, right? And it's a way of making offerings, connecting, or whatever. And even with the other ancestors, you can even pray for other ancestors too, for other people, for their liberation and freedom, for them to ascend to a better life, wishing better for them, and also creating distance between you and them. What was the other part of it? Yeah, so that was the part where it's saying the past doesn't need to equal the future. You can change it. Right? And it says, be super aware of the sights, sounds, smells, textures, and energy of your present. When you do this, the past simply vanishes and the glory of the present emerges, which was something I was worried about. I'm like, what? If I bring these pictures out and I make offerings, isn't that just strengthening the cords? Like, isn't that just making it stronger? Well, here's the thing. It's already fucking strong. So if these learned masters are telling me straight from the source that this is a way to create distance, and that kind of makes sense. If they have their own energy and their own power, their own being that's recognized and respected, and you make offerings, then they don't have to be you. They don't have to live through you, right? Anyways, so that's that. Let's read success. Satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment are at hand. Success is waiting to expand in your life. Be ready to accept and embrace this success, for it might occur rapidly. All is possible. The gates of triumph are waiting to open. Being in a state of gratitude for all the small successes in your life will give birth to larger ones. Your satisfaction will come in many forms and from many areas of life. Celebrate it all and breathe it all in, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This is an excellent time to make commitments, sign contracts, and make deals. Good fortune will ensue. Now again, if we're talking about spiritual contracts, and that was the dream, that was the download, it's just like that saying, don't make promises when you're happy. And don't say things when you're angry, right? Be careful with the contracts that you make, the soul contracts that you make, right? Because do something that's sustainable, that you can actually do, okay? Because if you make some kind of goal, like, I wish for the enlightenment of all sentient beings, I wish to be enlightened in one lifetime. Say something like that. I said it so many times growing up, and then the universe threw piles of shit at me. So I'm just saying, be careful. You don't get things like liberation and enlightenment without suffering, right? So perhaps don't promise those things, and ask for something more down to earth, and you can work towards that without having to sign your life away, that you have to overcome obstacle over obstacle over obstacle, where it's never ending. Now I've gone on and on. I think I'm going to pull one of these cards, these Tantric Dakini Oracle. Spirit guides, can we get a card here for Thank you. Nice. Island of Jewels. Doesn't that look like success? Miracles and blessings. Magician here, right? And let's put this down here. Miracles and blessings. Success, success. Island of Jewels. On the bottom. Oh, shit, yeah. Look at that. The last laugh. The future. It's saying here that whatever the Five of Pentacles lack energy was, you're going to have the last laugh. Because you're going to get the Island of Jewels. I'm going to put this miracles and blessings over here. Okay, over the fear. The last laugh. Success. Shine. It's saying the gates of victory and abundance are waiting to be opened. Need to make the move. Even for myself, I have to like slay the ego and take that to heart and make a move. 17. Island of Jewels. Bears the number 17. It's the Star card in tarot. In a whirlpool of clouds high above the earth, as viewed from outer space, there floats an island composed of colored jewels, beyond which is an infinite night sky filled with galaxies of stars. The island is situated in a place conceived of as being outside of the influence of time, and is the visualization of the ideal self, the adamantine body of light. The island consists of 12 jewels symbolizing the exalted zodiac signs around a central crystal of the self, which here is shown as comprised of all the celestial forces that influence the world with their force fields of attraction and repulsion. It is understood as being not bound to the world, but above it, as pure transmitter and receiver of the celestial influences. Again, as a pure transmitter and receiver of the celestial influences. Divinatory meaning. This is a highly auspicious boon card, suggesting the realization of hopes and aspirations achieved through the opening of the inner eye of the spirit and the development of the faculties of visualization. The key is to maintain faith in the higher self, the resting ground of the deepest aspirations of the heart and soul, seeking expressions for them in this world, thereby laying the foundations for realization and illumination in the next. This card suggests an optimistic outlook and indicates success wherever it may be located in the tree of life. So that's saying anywhere in the layout, it's success. The psychological stance of this card is one of inspiration and insight, a spiritual breakthrough. Meditate on the limitless possibilities of the spirit. What a card. My God. 64. I'm loving this deck more and more all the time. The last laugh, the future. And this is to go with, it says 64, signifying the exalted cycle of transformation of the psyche, the number of the secret dakinis. What's a secret dakini? Let's talk about it. Secret dakinis. I told you what dakinis are. I was talking about the vulture, right? The vulture story. In my culture, is in Buddhism, a dakini is like a feminine, divine feminine wisdom. Okay, it's like a female angel. I don't know if you want to put it in like some kind of very common way to say it, but it's a divine feminine energy. And so I told you that just like the vulture, they're considered dakinis because they transmute what is repulsive and toxic, and they make the world safe and healed and healthy by, transmuting it. That they consume that filth and they change it, and they make sure it doesn't make anybody else sick. That's why they're spiritual beings. These we even have them for sky burials. Anyways. So secret dakinis are dakinis who are not supposed to be recognized. They're everywhere in the world, doing different things, very special, they're light workers, feminine light workers, okay? And they don't ever get the recognition. They don't ever get the throne or the titles or whatever, but that's because they're not supposed to. Their job is to subtly effect the world. So that's the secret dakini. According to the cycle of activity, the Tantric Dakini Oracle, this card indicates the potent power of the future. The chopping blocks and axe of an executioner are depicted as the final outpost on the brink of eternity, symbolized by the night sky behind. A gigantic disembodied laughing mouth rises above the implement of execution, symbolizing the spirit liberated by its own humor. The card represents the great cosmic joke of recurring birth and death, the cycles of existence, pointing out that the spirit outlives the body, and so it is automatically freed from the snares of fate and destiny once it takes a transcendent position. The mouth, laughing in ecstasy, is a symbol of Mahamaya, the great illusion, laughing at the play of existence and at all things which we take so seriously. As the 64th card of the deck, it is related to the Joker, which is the Fool card, okay, around which the Tantric Dakini Oracle cards are dancing as expressions of the psyche of the questioner. I swear to God, the Joker was right underneath that. Okay. This card, and I didn't rig that because I'm holding this heavy book in my right hand. Okay, so this card represents the future through the glyph of the laughing higher self, which suggests the destiny is really in the hands of the self. Divinatory meaning. Take a position of ascendancy in the present situation and all obstacles will be overcome. Again, take a position of ascendancy in the present situation and all obstacles will be overcome. See the humor in all situations rather than taking life too seriously. Even morbidity is only a state of mind. Learn to laugh at yourself and at the situations you find yourself in, and in doing so, cut through all limitations normally attributed to karma. Free yourself from attachments. When located at the base, and that is the Tree of Life chart, saying at the base, it represents the need to detach from worldly ambition and to understand past and future as one, thereby taking control over one's own destiny. At the navel, the card tells of ruthless self-work, but with humor, so bringing about a psychological breakthrough. And that's, I think, both of them, because you got the red and the yellow and the orange. That is the base. That's the first chakra, root chakra. This is the sacral, the second, and the solar plexus, the third, right? So your stomach, your navel area. Those are the ones in the Tree of Life that it would apply to if I'm going to look at those crystals and judge. So again, if it's in the base with the ruby, it's saying it represents a need to detach from worldly ambition and to understand past and future as one, thereby taking control over one's own destiny. And how do you do that? It's saying shine. Do what you're supposed to do. Slay the ego and do what you know you're supposed to do. And I think this is something to do with representing, like doing something that is uncomfortable, something you're giving you anxiety. Whether it's a presentation, making a speech, whatever, okay? Something that you have to put yourself, in the line of fire. So, and at the navel, the card tells of ruthless self-work, but with humor, so bringing about a psychological breakthrough. In the heart, now do we see anything for the heart? Pink, green, anything? Okay, anyways, it tells of we have love. In the heart, it tells of the desire for emotional liberation through humor. And in the head, it tells of an advantage gained. The last laugh, the future. That's amazing. It started off so confusing, and then it went in a completely different direction. So you got the love message, you got the spirit message, and you got the career message. Okay, love. One door closes, something that, is iced out, cold-shouldered, something left out in the cold, either way, both ways, whatever, and somebody else comes in when you're free. They're like, they see they're in and they're jumping in and they want to come to you with a love offer. It's going to raise a lot of energy up, okay, for you, against you, talking, gossip, all that. Career-wise, there's something that's giving you anxiety, that's overwhelming you, and saying, you know what you have to do, you have to step up. Take the lead, you have to do it. Spiritually, you're connecting to higher beings, you're ascending. And it's saying there's great success. And you're going to have the last laugh over all of it because you're the magician. You can do anything. That's it, Taurus. I'll see you for the weeklies. Love you all. Take care. Bye.